So in our classroom, we have word work journals, and that's what these are. These are for my first graders. For my second and third graders, I use regular composition journals. But this is where children practice writing words. They can write poems, they can write just, word families, they can do their grammar in it, but it's where we do our word study. And this work is a work that I really do love. It is a wonderful, wonderful way to get children to become more literate. And here's how it works. So we start out with number one, and then we take our little book that goes with it, number one. It goes together. So this says R, R. And what we do is we look at all the words and we notice that they say things that have R in it. So this obviously says car, jar. Okay, so you get that. But first, what we do is we take our journal and we write our words in it. Now this is going to be, it's going to go up into the picture area, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. And what we do is we take a red pencil and we write A-R. So here's A-R. 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 And I'm not trying to write on any certain line or anything at this point. We're just writing wherever the little box is. A-R. 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 Okay, so now that we have written this word family or phonogram, now let's take a look and see what each picture says. Car, and this is car. We turn the page. Jar, jar. Turn the page. Star, there's a star. Farm, farm. Yard, yard. I want to make sure I don't miss a page. Ooh, that's a very sharp pencil. Sharp. Park, park. And the last one is dark, dark. Okay, so now what we do, this is the fun part, is we turn over our paper here and we write A-R again. A-R, 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 oh my goodness, A-R. We leave that turned over and we open our book again, and now we have to try to remember how to spell car. Car, let's see, K-R. Now we have jar. This is when you see whether or not your children can actually spell. Star. Okay, here's why I really like this work. Most children will just write that. And I'll have to say, oh, what is that? That's a SAR? And they'll say, no, it's a star, silly. And I'll say, oh, but I didn't hear the T. Because they forget about their blends. Star. There's a farm. They might get the first sound and forget the last sound. That's what I'm looking for. Can they hear all the sounds? There's a yard. Yard. We want to see if they can get those initial and finial sounds. Oh, sharp. This will tell me whether or not they know their sh sound. Sharp. Park. P-R-K. This is also really good because, you know, AR, that's a R-controlled vowel, which means it's a bossy R. So you only hear the R. You don't hear the A. It doesn't say car, car. It says car. Children only hear the C and the R. So this is a really good lesson for my firsties to have. But kindergartners can do this too. Dark. D. R. K. Dark. And we call these R-controlled vowels bossy R's. We say that bossy R, he just took over that A sound and made everything sound like R. So now everything sounds like R. Let's see. Car, jar, star, farm, yard, sharp, park, dark. Yeah, I don't hear any of those A sounds. That bossy R. So that's how we do this work. And children love to do it because there's a control. The lovely part is the control. So then they can check. So now they go like this and see. They get to check themselves. And you can buy this. I bought it at a Montessori convention in either Denver or Chicago. I don't remember. So you can check this out at lwspelling.com. languageworksspelling.com. And they have so many. So here's R controlled again. So here's ear, or, and then EA, EW, EIGH, tons of work. So here are these are the easier ones. We would start out with these. These are the, just the short vowel. So flag, mask, bat, raft, sand. This is getting into the more advanced set. And I will tell you, if you end up getting these, I will tell you that when they first came, they didn't have these numbers written on them. I did that, and I showed which set to use based upon which side I wrote the numbers. So these are the more advanced. I should switch these. Usually these are on the left. But I have my let's see, I even wrote them. Black set, short vowel A, black set number 1. And I say black because here's the binding is in black. And then I also wrote the numbers on each book because the children were using these so often that they were just completely out of order, and the children didn't know how to put them back because it's quite confusing. So I decided to make it easier on them by numbering them, and making it a little bit easier. So here's black set A, AY, and now children can more easily put them away because they can just take one. So for instance, if a child is on the white set and they're on number 13, they can take number 13, and they can take this number 13, and they can take it to their own work rug. They don't have to take the whole thing. They can just take these And they can come back and they can find, okay, well, 13 goes, you know, oh, it goes right before 14. So now it's in order again, ready for the next person. And let's find 13 and put it away where it belongs. There it goes. And now it's ready for the next person. And they can go on to number 14 next. So I really, really, really think these things are fantastic. I've been using them for about 3 or 4 years now, and I feel like my kids really learn their digraphs and phonograms because of using this material. This is a very helpful material, and the correcting part is really what I really love. Okay, so these are cool. I hope you like those.